Now let's talk about idea. I get a lot of questions. What should my startup be about? Now that you have understood, you can go watch my first video. That startup's not a small, medium business. Two different things. Idea comes to you, or idea will be coming from someone else. So when you are launching a startup, there is usually more than one. There could be more than one. You could be on the tech side, or you could be on the business side. You can be on the sales side, marketing, you name it. An idea may come to you. So let's talk about some of the most successful companies, formerly startups. In Uber, for example, the co-founder faced a problem of transportation with the taxi in France, and that's how the idea came to them. The founders of Airbnb faced an accommodation. They wanted to find a cheaper accommodation. That's how they launched really an idea of having a mattress in someone's home that became what we know as Airbnb.
Airbnb now, when they see people all over the world doing it, is why didn't I think of that? It's such a simple idea. Why didn't I think of that? You might not have thought of that. It's because when we thought about that years ago, the most common thing people said is, are you nuts?
In my case, I was traveling when the idea of building what has become Torifi came to me. So the idea may come to you, or in some case, it may be actually be pitched to you. That's the case of Mark Zuckerberg. The twins, they're the one who came up with building this social media website. They need a tech co-founder. What I've seen is that you have to find passion for the idea soon enough, no matter how the idea comes to you. I also like what Mark Zuckerberg said.
Ideas don't come out fully formed. They only become clear as you work on them. You just have to get started.
So yes, no idea will come to you fully formed. Now, once there's an idea though, don't take time and start launching, because it is by launching, it is by going through the pain and the fun of building that your idea starts to shape. When I first started, I was thinking of a tour company, and it has evolved. And now it took 4 years to finally be able to understand that this is what I'm going to focus on within the travel sector. It wasn't necessarily what it looks like right now. So, for example, if I wanted to do tours in Africa, I'm now thinking about building a platform to connect travelers with content creators in the global African diaspora. So the idea has evolved. One other advice is start paying attention to what's happening around you. At the end of the day, no matter how great the idea is, it has to be solving a problem, not just for you, but for many others. Because remember, in my first video, I said your idea has to be scalable. It has to scale. You are building a scalable startup that is going to be huge company. If the idea just solves a problem for you, well, you haven't really built a startup that will become a company that can pay you bills. Start paying attention. And once you have the idea, nowadays it's really easy. And I'm going to discuss that, how you can test that idea and then see if it's going to work, not just for you, but for many others. In the end, sometimes the idea are really clear. They solve a problem for many. Other times, you need to pitch the idea to your future users so that they can realize that they also have that problem. And that's where the magic comes in. If you don't have an idea, don't panic. It will either come to you or you will find it in your regular everyday. Stay tuned and keep watching for my content. The next one, we're going to talk about finding a tech co-founder